All right, check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Do we hear me? Are we hearing sound, guys? Can I get a thumbs up? Any sound? Can you guys hear me? Anybody? Am I getting a yes or no? Nobody is looking at me from out there, so let's see. I'm hearing that, let's see here. All right, it looks like we're happy. It looks like we're happy. We're here. As the name on the bottom of the screen says, my name is Joshua Harrell, and 15th time is the charm. Welcome to the Weekly Chatter Live. Sorry that there was a little technically challenging issue going on. I think the fact that our lava lamp is working and our fish are going at it back there, I think we should take that, right? You can't win at everything, right? Anyway, sorry. Welcome to the Weekly Chatter Live. This is Travel Quest Network's chance to wrap up the week and have a good time and maybe a little bit of mischief along the way. As I said, I am your host, Joshua Harrell, and I am here to guide you along this journey of mayhem and fun. Please, if you are a member of Travel Quest Network and you are a part of our members-only Facebook group, that's where the chatter part of the Weekly Chatter Live comes in. So I'm going to be popping in there in just a moment. You guys were just in there when we tried to stream just a moment ago, and you had some really good comments, so I'm going to try to bounce over there to that series of comments and incorporate that. But I am super happy to be here with you, as always, every Friday at 4 Eastern. So please, well, normally 4. So what time did we start, Evan, this time? More 4:17. You never know. We like to mix it up a little bit. I am joined in the studio by our producer, director, content extraordinaire, Evan. He is behind the camera, making sure that everything goes right, so I do not mess it up again. And I am missing my co-pilot. And my co-pilot, Jason, he's again away. When does he ever work? No, I'm not. I said that before and I got into a little bit of trouble. He is at cheer camp in Orlando. He is learning how to be a cheerleader or a squad leader. So no, that is not what he's doing. He's there to support his daughter, and I cannot wait to have him back in the studio because I always have a grand time with him. But for now, I'm going to keep it fun. Evan's going to keep it fun. We've got Velma joining us in a little bit, and we've got your comments. So if you are watching this from anywhere in the world and you do not know who Travel Quest Network is, please go check us out at travelquestnetwork.com. We are the best host agency in all of America. I feel like I can say that. And I'm about to be in Puerto Rico with the Professional Association of Travel Hosts for their annual symposium. So I feel like if any of them are watching this, I might be in trouble. I'm just saying, it could happen. All right, I want to pop over to the chat. Let's see, Daniela, happy Friday. It was so great to meet so many of you at the Roadshow in Atlanta. Daniela, it was so good to see you. I hope you had a great time. It was so nice to have so many of our members here at the Hyatt, Hyatt Centric in Buckhead. That's where we were. Very interesting venue. Not only were so many of our members there, but a lot of our Atlanta-based team and beyond were here. So it was a nice, lively crew, and of course our travel partners. And you know what? I have my Travel Quest Network Roadshow notebook, and it's filled with notes because that's what the Roadshow is all about, is information. And I have a full notebook. This is just a prop, but I'm just saying I do have it in my office. But those of you who did go to the Roadshow, I want to let you know that I didn't know until this series of Roadshows that at the back of our journal is a calendar that you can use. So you can take notes and mind your diary at the same time. So anyway, that was my prop to talk about the road shows. We finished up our second leg. So started in Houston, went to Fort Worth, then we went to Seattle. And this week we were in Atlanta and Orlando. So just so fun to live like a rock star and get through all these cities and meet so many fun, familiar faces, new faces, just really have and eat. I feel like I ate a lot. I don't know about those of you who attended, but there was a lot of food. So I am very, very full. Next week, we have the last leg of the road shows, and that is going to be DC on May 2nd, and where we got started, Minneapolis on May 4th. Now, if you are a Star Wars fan like me, May the 4th be with you. And that might be a little hint as to what I might be wearing while in Minneapolis. I'm just saying, there isn't a theme for the day, but there might be a theme if you want to play along. So, very excited about that. And then we go right into our core summit on Sunday the 7th. It is a very special event that we put together. It is our first annual core summit. It is a full day event followed by a cocktail party, and then it goes right into the Travel Leaders Edge conference, which I cannot wait to see so many of you there. I know it had limited capacity, but let's just say the WorldVia Travel Quest Network crew will definitely be in the house. We have quite a few people who are going to be in attendance and cannot wait to see you all there. I'm going to pop over to the chat again. I got a little distracted by Daniela. Let's see. All right, Anna, I'm gonna just put this out there because I'm sure somebody in the chat can help you right now from our team. Anna said, maybe y'all can help me, but can anyone tell me why it's taking 7 days and my agent profiler still isn't published? About how long does it take? So it shouldn't take that long, but if you are ever in doubt, always go to WorldVia Pro and click on the live chat, talk to our team in agency services. They will be happy to find out what's going on, or you could always give them a ring. All right, and that's what Cynthia from Birmingham, she chimed in and said essentially the same thing. CNC Travel Factory said, happy Friday. So happy to see you. Let's see. And Wendy, thank you, saying we can hear you. So nice. Wendy, I know that you needed to hear my voice today, and that was not acceptable, was it? Not at all. Thank you. And Hannah is happy that we are in business. Hannah, again, it was great to see you at our road shows. Alan, I just saw Alan in Orlando. Glad that you can join us. Let's see, I've got to roll through some of these because I want to go back. Let's see, everybody's saying they can hear me. Okay, Bill. Bill joins us most weeks. Sometimes he skips a week and it throws me off, but he likes to give us what the national, say, not holiday. Do we call them holidays if they're like special days? The National Special Day, I'll say. So today he is telling us that it is Global Pay It Forward Day. Have you ever paid it forward or been on the receiving end of that? So love to know, add that to the comments. But Bill, I'm gonna tell you something that I did. I haven't done it in a long time, but I am a huge fan of Taco Bell, as many of you might know. And it kind of throws off the person in the drive-thru when I do this, but or when I did this. I don't know why I've now, I guess because it is Global Pay It Forward Day, I should do it, but I like to pay for the next person's order. And that blows their mind. I don't know if the person receiving their burrito is happy, but I assume they would be. But that is a nice, maybe you could do it with Starbucks too. I feel like you wouldn't do it at Outback Steakhouse if you were doing the pickup. That might be a big bill to pick up, but maybe you want to do that. I don't know. That's my pay it forward. Yeah. Let's see. And Stephanie said, this is Stephanie with an F, who is the one who gave me when we visited Dallas, Fort Worth, she gave me the advanced course on how to speak Texan. So I should bring that to the Weekly Chatter soon. But we do have our resident Texan, Velma, so I feel like we might not need that. She said, how did you get the lamp to work? My son's is doing the same as yours as before. So if you've been following the show for a while, our lava lamp sometimes just doesn't want to, I don't know, lava? Maybe that's the term. So Stephanie with an F, it takes about, what do we say, 3 hours? We turn it on and it takes about 3 hours before it starts to work. So if your son wants to take the time, that's how to make it work. So glad that you noticed it is working. Let's see. Kara is sharing a win. So happy to hear it. Kara, I feel like this has been your win before. Am I right? I feel like I've heard this maybe from you before. She said, win, this month has been my most successful yet. Been hearing that a lot. Yeah. Yes, that definitely gets some applause. Been hearing that a lot. It sounds like everybody is really getting their momentum and month after month seeing better and better, stronger numbers. So I am, of course, extremely proud of you, Kara, and been following your journey ever since I first met you. But I am so super proud of you, and I hope you get to say next month that was your biggest month yet. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Lisa said, happy Friday. So enjoyed seeing you and the other Travel Quest friends at the roadshow in Orlando. Lisa, I was so happy to see you. I hope that you had a good time. Every single roadshow last year, I know I made a point this year to say last year we were at some hotels that might not have been so great. This year, our Angela found us cool hotels in every single city. So every single city has been completely different. Orlando, we stayed at the Castle, and it was just a nice, fun, intimate setting. We had a great time. And of course, you made it by being there. So thank you. And Kara is excited. Whoop whoop. Minneapolis. I know that I feel like Kara is a kindred spirit. So if I do my best, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, will you maybe? I don't know. We'll see. You have to stay tuned to see how that goes. And right now, since we're kind of middle of our normal hour, if we had started normal, I'm thinking our Velma is waiting on the line, and I would love to bring Velma in to help me out. Hey, Velma, you there?
Hello, Joshua.
Oh, Velma, it was a little bit of mayhem here just a little bit ago.
You know what? Though you and Evan, you handled it so professionally. I mean, it was all good. It's all good.
Guys, you see what she does there? Like, just being a little ray of sunshine, our Tyler Rose.
That's the ray of sunshine.
So when I was looking back while we were waiting to get started, I was looking back at the comments, and Evan, of course, is like, "What? I don't know what has happened. I don't know how it's disconnected." And I'm like, I'm getting a little stressed, but we're gonna get it figured out. But I loved looking back at the comments because people were saying, "Just grab the mic. It worked when you grabbed the mic." So I love the fact that it was the whole network was helping me
Yes.
out.
Yes.
But in the moment, he and I both were sweating bullets. So, you know what, Evan, do you still have that mini bottle of Jameson that Jenny from CIE left you? Okay. I think drinking in the office might be acceptable just this one time. No. Velma, so good to see you. It was so great to see you in the Fort Worth. We stayed
Yes.
our event at the
hmm
Stockyard
That was so
Station.
fun. That was so fun.
It was so much fun.
hmm
And I completely missed seeing the longhorn cattle that came through.
Oh,
Yeah. I,
well,
I did not want to miss a thing, so I missed
yeah.
getting an Instagram moment, but a few of you did.
Yes.
And in fact, our Jessie, shared a photo of you when you went out. Do you mind? I don't have it queued up to show, but do you mind sharing with the audience what happened to you when you went to watch the cattle go through?
Well, yes, I went out to watch, and as it happens a lot when I'm in a group, I don't know what it is, but when I'm with a group of travel agents outside, birds fly over and I get pooped on. That's what happened to me. So I don't know. What do you think the connection might be, Joshua? I don't.
Well, like I've heard in some cultures,
Mhm.
a bird pooping on you is good luck.
Everyone always tells me that to make me feel better, and you know what? I'm going to go with that.
You can go with
You
that.
know, I went out that night and bought a lottery ticket. I didn't win, but anyway.
Hey, you know what? If you had, man, that would have been a story to
Wow.
tell.
Yeah, that would have been something.
Now, Velma, every
Yeah.
week you join when you're not on vacation, like Jason is, at cheer camp. I wonder if that's a category in commission manager, cheer camp. If anybody
Um,
specializes in cheerleading holidays, is that
I
a
think
thing?
that would be under these sports. There is a sport, something about sports activity, something in there. I don't think there's anything called cheer camp. No.
Well, but you know what? At least guys, if that might be the niche that you want to go into. But you join us every week to talk numbers. But for people who are brand new to Travel Quest Network or brand new to the Weekly Chatter Live,
Mhm.
what do you do in Travel Quest Network and in our world? What is your role?
Well, I work with the members one on one, very personal. We have very personal contacts here in Travel Quest Network, and I just talk to them. We figure out what we might could do, what we could help them with to grow their business. It's all about growing your business, and sometimes it just takes a little tweak here and there, and things will take off. So That's mainly what I do. But this week I've done some different things. This week I tried to chase down who owned a group. Never
Oh,
could. Yeah, and I'd like just a minute if it's okay to discuss that.
I feel like we can definitely go there.
Okay.
So what do you mean that you have to chase down somebody who owns a
Well,
group?
Royal Caribbean sent a message that an option date was coming up for one of the groups that are booked through them with for Travel Quest, and I was going to forward it on to the member because it didn't auto forward, and that's when I discovered that it had not been invoiced. There was not a sale. Yes, I know. They did not.
Invoice at time of
I
booking.
know. So they did not, and they did not put their last name in the booking record. Do you know how many Lauras we have? So anyway, I put it out there in our Facebook group and I asked around a couple of Lauras that I thought it might be and it wasn't. So anyway, I'm just hoping now that Laura really didn't need this space because it's going away. So it's just so important when you make a reservation, especially in a group reservation, to put your first and last name. And I know that that name field is kind of small in some of these supplier websites for groups.
Hmm.
Just run it all together, put as much as you can of your last name, and we can figure it out. And always email yourself a confirmation because that will show in history. I even went through 3 months of history for that record trying to find where the members sent themselves an email, and they did not. So none of my normal clues worked here. So I felt like this needed to be mentioned.
Well, this is definitely the place to mention it.
Yes.
And you know what? I like that you said, you did all your normal clues, the things
Mhm.
that you have learned over the years. And I just want to take a moment because I got to approve your day
Oh,
off next week.
yes.
Guess who is celebrating their 32nd anniversary, work anniversary with our company, our Velma. Now
That's
you may be thinking, well, wait a minute. Well, the company WorldVia has not been around that long, but you have been a part of one of the original businesses that made up WorldVia
right.
Travel Group since
That's
way
right.
back when. And so that is when I say that Velma has a lot of experience, she's got more experience than even our company itself. It hasn't even been around 32 years, but
That's
she
how
gets to
great
start.
that's how great this company is. Once you go to work for any portion of this company, you never leave.
There you
You
go.
never leave. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm getting a Monday off. It's a little unexpected, but thank you. That's
Oh,
great.
well, no, thank you. So you have to submit your time off request in, and she put in there, I'm celebrating my 32nd work anniversary. I was like, whoa, what? So, congratulations, and
Thank
it's
you.
always a pleasure to work with
Thank
you.
you.
But let's get down to numbers, because you know what?
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's about
It's
making money,
it
selling
is
travel
it is revenue, revenue. And
revenue.
I have some interesting comments about the numbers this week because there were some interesting sales that came across that made me go, "Oh, what is this?" And I would reach out to the member and say, "Tell me a little more about this sale." So I have some info on this. And the
Well,
number
if you were
three.
listening to music in the 90s, it could have been things that make you go,
Hmm,
hmm.
that's what it was. Okay. In the number three spot, gross sales for the week. Always remember, this is just a week. Sometimes people might say, these numbers are so large, it has to be a month. No, it's a week. 97,582. And the weekly revenue $15,239. This was one of those that made me go, I need to
Hmm.
know more about this. This member booked 5 trips to earn this revenue. 5. Silver Sea, American Vacations, Delta Vacations, Go Away, and Vacation Express. So when I reached out to her, I found out that the Delta Vacation was half of this revenue, and it was a one trip for a family of 7 going to St. Lucia. I mean, that is a great sale.
Wonderful.
Great sale.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And St. Lucia is fabulous. So I already know what's going to happen. I already know. I can predict this. They're going to go. They're going to have a wonderful time. They're going to come back and they're going to contact her and say, where can we go next year? This was just great. We want to go again. So anyway, that's what's going to happen. And then in the number 2 spot, gross sales 131,226. Net weekly revenue 17,221.
Wow.
This was 7 bookings, 4 Viking Ocean and 3 Virgin. And
Wow.
when I contacted the member, because the Viking sales, they just looked a little unusual, I found out that one of them, the portion that he invoiced was an extra 3,000 for a post cruise stay for a couple of nights after the cruise.
Oh.
He upsold and added on. And I also found out that same customer has already booked 2 more trips for this year and a trip for next year. He is so happy with his members, all the service he's getting. And what a great example of reoccurring revenue, right?
Yeah, I mean that's you spend so much time in the beginning when you're starting your business
Hmm.
chasing after the first sale
Right.
or the first, building your database.
Hmm.
But once you have that client and they get to experience what you have to offer,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah,
that's where the magic is.
it
And
is.
that's where your revenue stream grows exponentially because if you deliver on
Hmm.
what you promise,
Hmm.
your unique take on the world, on
Hmm.
travel, on how you work with your clients, that just can multiplies over and over and over again. And that's
Hmm.
where you get to the point, when I started back in the travel business in 2017, and I was working with many of your peers who had been doing it forever, nobody wanted any advertising and marketing tips because they had this self-fulfilling pipeline of business
They were
because
swamped. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. They're
So
like, go away, Joshua.
kudos.
We don't need your marketing. Yeah, I remember those
Yeah.
years. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, believe me, I almost didn't make it in the travel industry very long.
Well,
Um,
thank goodness you did. What would we do without you now? I don't even want to think about it. Whew. Okay. Oh, you know what? I also wanted to point another thing out about this particular sale. It
okay.
also proves that once you send them somewhere, they have a great time, they trust you. It seems like they every time they book a trip, they spend a little more. I'd be
Mm,
interested to hear comments if everyone agrees with me on that. Your
yeah.
customers spend more for each booking. So, okay, number one. I don't know if we have a drum roll or
You
not.
do. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong side. There we go.
Okay. Gross sales of 188,830 with a weekly revenue of 20,927.
Wow. Okay.
Now, I need to
Let's.
talk to you a little bit about this one, Joshua,
Okay, you break it down.
because I'm going to tell you something and you're going to start scoffing. And I want you to
Sc-
just halt right there with that scoffing. No scoffing.
I
Okay?
don't know that anyone's ever said
No,
I scoffed. So
no, no.
okay.
I don't want any scoffing because this revenue, it took 111 reservations to make this revenue.
Whoa.
I know, don't you go there. And that's true that is a lot. However, 62 of that number comprised of a group. It was a group,
Ah,
and
okay.
it was a carnival group. And if anyone has ever operated a carnival group, once you get it set up and you get the people booking, and especially if you have a tour host or a tour conductor, it just kind of operates itself. And so it looks like this might have been a lot of work, but I don't think so. I think this member sat back and just let the money roll in. That's what I think. So,
Okay. I
congratulations to this member. Good job.
yes. Yes, kudos.
Yes,
But
yes.
I also have to say that I think you might be a little biased because didn't you once sell 1,000 cabins on a Carnival cruise? So
I did. I
I,
did actually
yeah.
do that.
So I mean, what's 111? Was it to 1,000? I don't know, but that is so fantastic, and I love the
Yes,
variety in the stories in the top
yes.
three. And for those of you who, again, we have people who watch us who don't know anything about the travel business. They just want to see
Mhm,
what we get up to each week.
mhm,
But what Velma is doing, she's talking about the gross sales, the total sale, the
mhm.
vacation, the total purchase price that has been invoiced within the last week. And
Just
then the revenue number is that commission, the anticipated commission on that booking. So these did not travel last week. These were finalized because, of course, our
mhm.
members invoice at time of booking. So what we're
That's the
do
hope.
what so what we're saying is these closed last
Yeah.
week, and it's such a
Mhm.
great indicator. Right? If you're getting started, these numbers might seem very very far away to you, but if you have been doing this for a little bit,
Mhm.
these might be your numbers. And that's the cool thing about, we don't want to blow up anybody's spot. We don't call out anybody's name.
No.
But, it is, we hear from many of our members that when they know that they're the ones that did the Silver Sea, the American Vacations, and the Vacation Express bookings, and that was their total that they invoiced. They know that was their position. So
This is
kudos,
true.
and
Yes.
really we rank it by revenue because not all product commission is created equal.
That's
You
true.
can purchase same products or similar products from
Mhm.
different sources. Most of the time you are going to want to go with the one where there's the biggest margin, and that's where the
Yes.
revenue is. So that's
That's
why we
true.
focus on the revenue, right?
That's right.
Yes.
And I don't know time wise if we have time, but if we have another minute or two, I'd like to give a shout out to one of our suppliers who really came through for one of our members this week.
Okay. As the keeper of the clock, I will say that you have time.
Okay. So at the beginning of the week, or it could have been the end of last week, I get a little confused about timing here, but we had a member that had sent a family to Japan and their baby became ill and needed to be hospitalized. When the doctor released the baby from the hospital, he told them, "You need to just go home and take care of the baby, and it's safe to travel, but you need to go now."
Okay.
So they contacted the airline there in Japan, and the airlines gave them a hard time and said, "You'll just have to buy new tickets. We can't change your return."
Okay.
So this customer reached out to their agent, our member, our fabulous member who is so smart, and oh my gosh. And she reminded them that they had insurance with Chubb. And she even gave them their policy number again in case they didn't have it with them and how to contact. So they contacted Chubb. Chubb took care of it. No, it's no problem. Got their return tickets changed. It cost them $40 at the airport. And Chubb said, "Keep that receipt. We'll reimburse you that $40 also."
Mm-hmm.
They got home. The baby's fine. And what a testimony for insurance, right?
Yes. Yes. It's
and of
oh,
our
go ahead.
members. I mean, how awesome! How awesome is that?
You know,
This
we've been
member is
talking.
such a hero.
You know, we've been on the road. We've been on the road with Chubb and Allianz
Mhm,
Partners. They've been
mhm.
at all of our road shows,
Yes.
and people, insurance is something that, I've said it before here. When when I buy like the little tiny, like cord or whatever, it pops up and says, "Do
Mhm.
you want the tech insurance?" And I'm like, "No, that's how they get you. I'm not gonna do it." But when it is a vacation, when it is like a bucket list travel, you are spending a lot of
Yes.
money on this.
Mhm.
That's why they call them accidents. You don't know what could
That's right.
possibly happen. And I
Mhm.
mean, I'm sure that with a baby being sick, your head is not you're not you're in different places. You didn't even think about the assurance you had with your insurance.
Right.
So kudos to the member, and thank you, Chubb,
Mhm.
for being such a fantastic partner. So yay, yes.
Yay.
Give it up. So Velma, before I let you go, since you're my virtual co-host, I want to let's come back to the chatter and see what's going on over there before we
Oh,
go.
yes. Okay.
Yes, okay. So let's see. CNC Travel Factory said, "Love meeting everyone in Orlando." Jen said, "Happy Friday, win for the week. I met with a client to book a tour of Ireland. I have learned so much researching the area. Decided to take a leap and branch out. It definitely is a big change from booking Disney, LOL." So, what I know about Jen is very, very focused on Disney. So I can feel Jen's energy around this. That branching out in Ireland is so beautiful. How many
Oh,
times have you been?
yes. You know, I never made it across to Ireland.
Never. Oh my goodness.
Never. No, but I sold a ton of it because, it's so easy. It's an island, so you can't get lost.
Well,
So
yeah.
I send people there all the time.
Now, I have been on the cliffs of Moher, and the wind has almost blown. Like, I took my mom there,
Mm,
and
yeah,
it almost blew her off the cliff. So you might
yeah,
not get lost, but it can get a little windy.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So while everything was kind of going in meltdown without the
Mhm,
audio,
mhm,
and thank
mhm.
you, Velma. I heard that you called in to let Evan know that what was going on. But our Paul, we have two new team members who've joined our team
Oh,
in this
yes.
last week. Paul and Fun Lola.
Ah,
Uh, so
what a name.
yeah, Fun Lola. Like I mean,
Fun
that's
Lola.
yeah. That we have all been talking about her name, but Paul joined in and said, "Hey everyone," and they are on the other side of the picture glass here, and they were watching the meltdown occur. So hey guys, thank you for joining in, and so they've joined our team. So I'm sure you'll be hearing more from them very very soon. Let's see. Let's see. Cynthia chimed in on Jen talking about booking Ireland and said, "I've booked Ireland several times, a great destination." And this is
Yes.
Cynthia from Birmingham. I talk about her a lot because she
Mhm,
got started. She was
mhm,
she was working
mhm,
full time. This was going to be her exit strategy into retirement. She loves cruising. She loves
mhm.
travel. And the fact that she is saying I've booked it several times, there's a little bit inside of my heart that goes, it does a little glow. It's like a little glowworm.
Yes.
So
Yes.
very happy. Oh, and Shannon. So we have a member, Shannon, and she just said here, "See you next Thursday, Josh." She is obviously going to be in
Oh,
at the Minneapolis Roadshow,
yes. Yes.
and Shannon is this quiet storm. Okay,
Mm.
I she is one of our Crown members, a
Oh,
top
wow.
producing agent.
Uh-huh.
She still works full time. She has a very interesting job, and I'm not even going to give it away. I'm gonna if Shannon, when we're in Minneapolis, remind me. We need to do a quick video that we could
Mm,
bring in because Shannon, I don't know how. Not only does she sell a ton of travel,
mhm.
and she has a very interesting full-time job. But another thing I learned about her is she loves to travel a lot herself. And she is all over the place. So when I called her one time, she was like, I'm doing this, and I'm headed to Caesars. Yeah, she's got a lot going on. So Shannon, I cannot wait to see you in Minneapolis. Yes.
Mm.
And Tanya said, so this is when Bill was mentioning Global Pay It Forward Day.
Mhm.
Tanya chimed in and said, "Oh, me too. She loves Taco Bell, and she can have it every night." And let me
Wow.
just say, now I know Velma, you're in Texas, and you get the real stuff, but Tanya, I could do it every single day of the week.
Mhm.
And to my detriment, there's a Taco Bell on the way home that I could swing by every single night, and sometimes I have. Let's see. Oh, Anna said that the way she did something similar, paying the person behind them in the drive-through, she did it at McDonald's. I love it.
Wow.
I'm sure I read it somewhere. I know I didn't come up with the idea. Let's see. Kara said Ireland has been huge for her clients this year. Wendy said she wished she could go to Minneapolis so badly. Wendy, you're here in Atlanta, and I didn't get to see you in Atlanta. I noticed that you weren't here.
Wow.
So Wendy, when do I get to see you? When will I see you again? When will we share precious moments? You can tell I've gotten over the stress of the beginning of the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see. Amanda said late, busy booking into my cruise group, but hello everyone. So this is
Oh.
Amanda. So obviously not Laura, who we're trying to track down in her group.
Yeah.
So Amanda, busy booking into her group. Let's see here. Yes, Kara said this month has been her busiest or her biggest month since she started her business. And she said, yep, my months have been increasing in success. And that is so
Wow.
exciting, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Amanda said, Roadshow Orlando was great. Let's see. More and more comments. Let's see. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, lots of comments. And I am going to jump off the comments because this is normally when we would wrap up the show, but I don't,
Yes.
I want to make sure that we give you everything that we've got. And I do have some some news to share.
Mhm.
But before I let you go, Velma, our Tyler
Uh-huh.
Rose, you have gotten a slew of congratulations on your
Oh,
32nd anniversary with the company.
wow.
Stacy, Amanda, Tanya, our Bonnie Lee, our founder, Bonnie Lee, our Amy, Kara, Texas Rebecca. We have Aloha Rebecca
Oh,
and
yeah.
Texas
Texas,
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Hmm.
Anna, congratulations. And Wendy said, congrats, Velma. Please never, all caps, I think maybe I should have yelled it, never leave. Yes, do not leave, Velma, because I need you, and so does everybody else. Hannah, Daniela, Jenny, Emily, I mean, just everybody extremely giving you kudos and so happy that you're here. And guess what? While we were on the weekly chatter live, Anna,
Uh-huh.
who was waiting for her agent profiler to be published, she went to the live chat and Abene got her published. So
Wow.
you know
Abernay.
what?
Woohoo.
Yeah. So guys, just sometimes messages get lost. Sometimes these automated messages where it says, please publish these profiles,
Yeah,
sometimes they get lost. So
that's true.
do not hesitate. Our team is
Right,
standing by. That little
right.
mint or aqua button bubble on the bottom of WorldVia Pro is
Yeah.
direct access to our
Hmm.
team. Don't hesitate to reach out because we definitely want to get
That's
you
great.
published.
Whoa,
So,
Abinay, boy, he
yeah,
is on it.
he
Wow.
is on it. He is
Ah,
on it. All
yeah.
right, Velma, listen, you
All
have
right.
a wonderful weekend, and I'm just have a grand time on your work anniversary, and
Thank
I
you.
will see you next week for Weekly Chatter Live.
Okay. All right. Have a good weekend.
All right, take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right, guys, and I know we're going over a little bit, but we started a little bit late, right? So, want to make sure we give you the value that you have paid for this free live stream that you're watching. I want to remind you, or make sure you know, that our May Email Plus newsletters are available in Email Plus. We every month now that Evan is here, we have 3 newsletters covering 3 different types of personas or travel topics, which we try to be as broad as possible so you can quickly grab the newsletter that is perfect for your audience that month. You could even do them weekly. There's quite a few in there, but he puts them in every single month. You've got one for those who are world travelers. You've got one for Lux travelers, the VIP travelers. And you've got one for the people who like to travel a little closer to home, kind of North America, Caribbean, Mexico. So go to Email Plus if you have an account set up. Email Plus, go to Campaigns Shared, and you will see all the shared campaigns, not only our monthly newsletters, but also our grab and go campaigns from our travel partners. And that is something that now that Funlola and Paul are here, you're going to see a lot of those available to you. So make sure you check it out. And if you are not in Email Plus, you can get to Email Plus. You can learn more about it. It is free to our members. You can find out more about it in WorldVia Pro, and you can sign up for it and have access to all of that great content, as well as unlimited landing pages, automations, lead capture forms. You get so much in Email Plus. So it's Email Plus. Get that? You see how that works? Yeah. All right. I don't know, Evan. I love that you're adding to our sound effects, but the clown horn or the bike horn, I don't know. It's a little condescending when I hear it. I'm just saying. I'm not sure about it. Another thing I wanted to make sure you guys knew, if you are a Crown member, I did send out an email. Our 2023 Diamond Voyage is going to be November 7th through the 14th. We are going to be with our friends at AMA Waterways. We are going to be on their Best of Holland and Belgium cruise, which I hear is a wonderful itinerary. I'm looking forward to it. We're going Amsterdam to Amsterdam. So we're not staying in Amsterdam. We're going and we're coming back. I felt like I needed to clarify. More information as soon as we come back from the Travel Leaders Edge conference. I'll get all that information out to you, and you guys can book. Again, that is for our Crown members. That voyage is for our Crown members, a trip that we do every year, and we just try to get better and better every single year. And then our getaway is going to be December 7th through the 10th. And it is going to be with Sandals, but we will not know the destination. This is not surprise travel. We are working with Sandals on getting the destination. We won't know that until closer to June. So you're not missing out on anything. I just wanted to give you that heads up. But I've already heard from a few of you that you're already planning on attending because these have been sought after trips. In the past, we've had really, it's just an amazing time. And I'm not saying that because I go. I don't always go, but when I do go, sometimes I lose my luggage, and then you guys give me a hard time for not having travel insurance. So I now have travel insurance. All right, so I have to do this for Evan, okay? Because ever since Evan joined, this has become serious news, okay? Do you hear that? We now have breaking news. You know what, Evan? I could see you doing like a breaking news graphic at the bottom. I'm just saying. That's we're moving into the headlines, and we will be wrapping up in just a moment. News this week has really been about Hilton. So Hilton has unveiled its new and improved travel advisor portal. So please check that out. A lot of people have used the last few years to enhance their technology. I think we've been doing that if you've been paying attention to Pro. We've seen this with a few partners, but definitely go and check out the new travel advisor portal. You've got lots of different, they've added a lot more content to it. Hilton is a fantastic brand with lots of options. So please check that out. And then the other piece of news, which is also from Hilton, is that the CEO from Hilton, he teased the coming launch of a new lower mid-scale extended stay brand during the company's Q1 earnings call. More news to follow on that. But if you remember from last week, was it last week that we talked about it? Last week, Hilton had plans for the extended stay upper mid-scale opening in 2024. So is this a trend? I don't know. I mean, those are two of the big powerhouses when it comes to the hotels. So anyway, Hilton picked a great week for some news. There wasn't a lot else going on. Maybe because we were on our road shows. People were giving us some space. So anyway, those are the headlines, and this was the Weekly Chatter. I hope you had a good time. I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you stayed with us through our technical difficulties, and you were here to participate in the show and to wish Velma congratulations on her 32nd anniversary with our company. I adore her, and I know you guys do too. If you have not met Velma or you haven't talked to her yet, you will. I know you will, because she is very, very serious, as we all are, about helping you grow your travel business. So those of you who are members of Travel Quest Network, we appreciate you so much. And those of you who are watching just for the fun, thank you. And we would love to have you be a member of Travel Quest Network, or if you are one of our fantastic travel partners, thanks for tuning in and seeing what's going on behind the scenes at Travel Quest Network. Until next time, take care of yourself so we can take care of each other, and we will see you next Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a busy week. Take care.